Hey, it's October 20th. I'm going to review my three trades today. The first one is ALPP. I got out of my swing long and I shorted it relatively unsuccessfully in my mind. I also had a small short on BBIG. And then last but not least, I also had another small short on PROG. Both of these two were planned. This one I had in the back of my head. I didn't really intend to take it, but I took like meaningless size on it, so it's pretty much insignificant. So let's look at ALPP. This is a swing long I've been in for about 3 days. I took it starting back on, let's look at the 30-minute. On this day, there was a PR saying they were going to uplist and had a massive spike. It sold off to the 420s. I longed a little here and added a little here and added a little at the close. And then the next day it went up, went down, and I put on a tiny bit more on the close because it's just holding really well and the volume was pretty intense. And at that point it was up from, like, it had a massive run and it came all the way down to the threes, and then 3 to 40. It's just not up enough for me to want to short it. Usually I look for 300%. This is not near that. I mean 100%. So it really interested me on the long side, and I thought if it broke over this 495 it could really go, and did, not as much as I wanted, So on Monday, yeah, it spiked up to 540s and it came down right to 5, and I added there. And I was hoping that today would, keep running all the way to 6, mid 6, and then tomorrow, the uplist day, it would just get destroyed. But it looks like they had a different plan, and they just dumped into, retail today. And I wanted to wait for it to test yesterday's support, which was the 530s. So I did, and once it cut through, I just got out. I actually flipped short a little bit here in my other account and covered in the 5s, and then I shorted it up here. And this uplist thing in the back of my mind is kind of confusing because tomorrow's going to be a NASDAQ, so I just didn't feel that confident in the bounce for it. Usually I would have tried to hold this longer, but it was all right. I still added to my P&L, and it was a small, scalp, I guess. Then BBIG was on my radar from yesterday because it just never really fully broke down. Here we go. And oh wow, I totally gave it all away after hours. That sucks. Anyways, this stock ran up a lot. I tried yesterday, had a few shorts on it, took maybe a $400 loss on it. Today was much better with it. It looked weak at the open, so I just put on a few shares in this account, a few shares in the other. I pretty much nailed the bottom, the intraday bottom. And and I just took this single, and I guess it dumped after hours. I imagine there's an offering or something, but and then the last one was PROG, which has been running like for a while. It really just been straight up. It's had a lot of big red days and a lot of comebacks. So today I went after it once around the 350. It peaked over. I got out. I got back in, and then I covered it here for like half a single, and then I noticed it was just rejecting under 310, which was a key level yesterday, and then I took pretty much another single on it, just very small amount of shares. So that was pretty good. The only thing I'm really disappointed about is that I missed the red day on ALPP, but I imagine tomorrow this will just continue to get smoked. So going in tomorrow, what I would look for is hopefully it gaps up, maybe squeezes through 5 to 520s or something, and then fades off and hopefully even breaks low of day here and goes to the 380s. If it doesn't gap up, I'd be looking for it to gap down and reject at the 420s, and then again go back to the 380s or lower. But who knows? It's an up list. Maybe I'll get tons of attention. However, I sincerely doubt it, and I'm pretty sure this stock will be back in the gutters before long.